Welcome to
The Neapolitan
Scoop Podcast.
My name is Stef.
My name is Shay.
and my name is Rose. Thank you for tuning in to the Neapolitan Scoop Podcast, where you get your weekly scoop. If you have not subscribed to our podcast, what are you waiting for? Go subscribe right now. I totally blanked out. Before we jump in, quick note on our content. This is adult content only. Today is going to be a little different than we normally do it, but it is typically adult. Our tongues sometimes tend to say things that are for adults. So just know, although we are talking about something different today where kids can actually listen in, we do suggest kids to do discretion. Again, viewer and listener discretion is advised because we do have adult content. It is for adult audiences. Should you need a break, because we know sometimes we talk about some deep stuff, take a break, come right back. We'll be here waiting on you. So today's content, like I said, it's a little different than we had before. It's ghost and ghost story. According to Merriam-Webster, and I'm going to read from the dictionary, it says ghosts are defined as disembodied souls, especially the soul of a dead person believed to be an inhabitant of an unseen world or to appear to the living in body-like likeness. This episode, again, is a little different, and we're going to get started with Shay for questions, actually.
All right, so do you believe in ghosts?
Yes, I do.
I mean, we still trying to figure out this computer shit. Seems like they're here with us.
So it's so funny because today we were talking about ghost stories, and when we usually record, so if you have an iPhone, you know that if you're on FaceTime, you do a little thumbs up thing or one of those things, and it'll have like notifications come up or something.
We're trying to get it.
And we
not
did it
doing
on
it.
Zoom, and it started doing that, which is weird because it's never done that before. So talking about ghost stories, and the computer start doing weird shit. So we may have some presences here.
We're not. We don't welcome you to stay here. We just want
Just
to talk
subscribe.
about like subscribe.
Got them ghost accounts.
Yeah.
Them ghost
The
accounts,
boss account.
bot accounts, and make sure y'all subscribe and follow us on Instagram.
Yes.
But do I believe? No, it's like I believe in aliens more than I believe in ghosts.
Really?
Wow.
But I don't know. I feel like how they have haunted houses. Like I've never really
It
experienced.
just like went like on the thing.
Oh.
Okay. So if you're trying to tell me, I should believe.
Computer ghosts like haunted houses.
Maybe this was a haunted house or a haunted
Girl,
like cemetery.
don't play with me because I'll go get in my car right now. I do not play with ghosts. No.
But I feel like there can be like good spirits, right?
Yeah.
Like if you have like some relatives pass away, you want to believe that they have their soul was good and that they're watching over you. So maybe that's what I more so believe, but I don't believe in demons. You know, like that whole insidious thing. I don't believe in that. That shit's scary.
But I think if you believe in good ghosts, you have to believe in bad ghosts.
Yeah.
It's like saying you
They go
believe
hand
in
in
God,
hand.
but you don't believe in a devil. Or
Right.
Yeah.
God. So,
Right.
They balance each other out.
As long as they don't mess with me, I believe that they're good. So let's see.
I think I believe in ghosts.
Steph was really thinking about that. She's
Like-
like, do I believe in ghosts?
I do. Like
Have you experienced the ghosts?
I don't think so. I mean, sometimes it's all in your mind. You start hearing
Yeah, that's true.
shit and you're just like, what? Like, I'm not gonna lie. It's been times that I've heard things and I'm like footsteps in a house. Like, but then I'd be like, okay, maybe it's just because, you know how they say the house moves and it creaks.
That'd be unsettling.
Yeah. So I'm like, maybe it's that. I don't know.
Excuses.
Yeah.
It has to be this.
Yes.
Voices in the attic. Maybe it's a squirrel. Maybe it's a rat.
It's a rat.
I mean, either way, it's not good because I don't want a squirrel or a rat or a ghost.
Because they both make babies. Minus the ghost, but
Yeah.
the squirrel and rat.
Can ghosts make it?
No.
We don't know.
Mm-mm.
We've never been in the ghost world.
No. That's weird. That's very weird.
Okay, so we're all going to share a short ghost story from Shared People in Reader's Digest. So I will start first. So the first story is called The Phantom Patient. Okay. So it goes, the ambulance company that I used to work for had a haunted ambulance. What? Rig 12. A lot of EMTs had stories about it, but I never put much stock in paranormal stuff. Okay, so that was right. Okay. That is until I had my own experience with Rig 12. My partner, my partner and I were working in a rural community at 3 a.m. That's usually when the activity starts. Yeah, 3 a.m.
That's weird.
And it was pitch dark. Oh no, you lost me. And quietly, completely quiet. We were dozing. We were both dozing. I was in the driver's seat and she was in the passenger seat. I woke up to a muffled voice, but I thought my partner was talking. I'm already getting scared. I told her it was trying. Wait, I told her I was trying to sleep and close my eyes. I distinctly heard a male voice say, "Oh my God, I'm dying."
Wow.
Or am I dying? Followed by a seconds of heavy breathing. My partner and I sat up straight, and looked back into the patient compartment where it sounded like the voice was coming from. Things were quite quiet for a couple seconds. Then we heard the click of an oxygen bottle regulator and a hiss as if it was leaking. I turned on the lights. We ran out of the rig. I thought a transient moment. I thought a transient might have climbed in while we were asleep. So we opened the rear doors. No one was there. I checked the oxygen bottles. Neither was open. We didn't sleep much after that.
First of all, you were sleeping on the job.
Right.
So who's paying you for that time you were asleep?
But you know how they say that history repeats itself?
Mm-hmm.
I really believe in that. Like, I feel like if somebody died tragically, it's going to keep repeating. And I think it's going to be repeating until their soul is laid to rest. Because I feel like when you're dying, like, do you know that you're dying?
Sometimes.
Yeah, but like for that one, like he said, "Oh my God, I'm dying." So I think it was maybe like a traumatic moment that he's reliving as like, spirit world.
The ghost or the man?
His spirit.
The ghost in the back of the rig.
His spirit is in denial.
Yeah, that.
It's like they don't know that they're dead, so they just keep coming back to that moment.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy though.
I don't. Yeah,
I've heard of that too. I've heard that people who like have like spirits that have unfinished business, like they linger around. I guess until their business is settled. I don't know.
And I think that's why, like, I know for the Hispanic community, they do what they call levantamiento del espíritu. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. But what they do is when somebody dies tragically, like in the street or something like that, people go out there and do prayers and stuff to try to lift the spirit up from that zone. Because they say if not, their spirit is going to linger in that area forever because it was tragic. So they'll do like prayers for like, is it 90 days? Guys, my wife is on the side. That's why I'm over here talking to. Is it 90 days? Do you know 90 days of prayers where they do like a prayer for that soul for 90 days to try to get them to go up to heaven? So it's I think it's really nice because they're still trying to get that soul up. But like when you think about it, it's like, so what happens if they don't have family that prays for them? Are they just lingering in this world?
They just linger.
Sit there and float around.
Oh no.
Lost.
That's scary.
Yeah,
but I believe that like doctors, EMTs, nurses, that they go through a lot more of that because they deal with like life and death. So I think they're more prone to seeing activity.
Especially like in the hospitals and stuff, you get like, oh, this was a haunted hospital or a haunted mental facility. And when they be showing that stuff, like it looks haunted, like abandoned, old, like just stuff ain't sitting right up in there. I'm like, I'll never do a haunted nothing.
Yeah.
Have you ever done a haunted house?
No. Actually, you know what? I did a haunted hotel when we went to like Disneyland, and that stuff was still scary.
We did a tour in Galveston for the haunted places down there. It was pretty cool. I liked it. I didn't see anything haunted, but
we actually stayed at a hotel in Galveston that was alleged to be haunted, and I had no idea until we left.
I remember you telling us about that.
Yeah, and then I started
thought to come down too.
Well,
the suggestion that she made.
It's a very popular hotel. Like it's really nice. It's just I didn't know it was haunted. Apparently, like that. The Galvez. That's the name of it. Yes, I didn't know it was haunted. And I started reading the stories about what happened, And I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, like what if the ghosts were in there while we were sleeping?
I mean, they obviously let you sleep in peace. So.
And then we stayed on the floor that one like a lady had committed suicide.
Oh no.
And I was just like, how the fuck we end up on
this? They say all of Galveston is haunted because of that hurricane that happened in the 1900s that like flooded almost all of it.
And that's what that hotel was haunted for, because a lot of people in it drowned in that hurricane. And I was like, oh,
crazy.
Yeah.
That's I can't believe we even still live in Galveston, like knowing that a tidal wave or some shit can come and just wipe you out. Like, why do y'all stay there? Even the house that's built up, I'm like, not even there for me.
They said that it was like a once in a lifetime storm, but
shit, once in a lifetime coming back around
happens every 100 years.
Exactly. Yeah.
No. Yeah, that's scary. So we're gonna get to our second story. For this one, the reader says, growing up, I often thought that animals had a sixth sense. This is why I chose the story. Can dogs see ghosts? Well, there are plenty of dog experts out there, including vets, who will attest to the fact that there are lots of documentations that could support the notion that dogs can sense paranormal activity. As Jesus Armendari, a senior vet for Chewy, put it, this story is in Reader's Digest again. I chose got to them from a physical psychic medium. So he's saying he got it from a psychic medium when he suggested the story. Who is a ghost whisperer. I didn't know how ghost whisperers, but she's a ghost whisperer, and she uses her skills to help detectives help and solve cases. The story is as follows. Marlene settled onto her side of the bed and patted Jack's pillow beside her. A year had gone by, but Marlene was still adjusting to widowhood. Maybe it was crazy that after 40 years of marriage, she would never adjust. Elmer, her golden retriever, seemed to understand this from the very beginning. That cold, moonless night when Marlene returned alone from the hospital, Elmer did something he'd never done before. He jumped onto Jack's side of the bed. Jack was her husband who passed, and lay his head on the pillow. She said Jack would never have allowed the dog to be in bed. But she didn't shoo him off. Instead, she allowed him to lay beside him. She let the peaceful sound of his snoring lull her to sleep. The next night was the same, and the night after that again. Over the past year, it had grown into a routine where he would, night by night, he would lay next to her, right? Since her husband had passed. But hearing nails clicking on the wood floor downstairs, Marlene recognized the sound of Elmer's requesting outsies. So she's saying, okay, he wants to go out to sleep. With a sigh, she made her way downstairs to the foyer, but Elmer wasn't pacing in front of the big oak door. Rather, he was dancing and wagging and wiggling and bowing just like he used to when Jack would come home from work. To Marlene, it felt as if Jack had just come home, and Robin Ned, who is known for his intuition about these things, believes that it was him indeed, and the dog was seeing him when he was home.
I do think animals see spirits and ghosts. Because what the hell y'all be barking in half the time?
They used to say that if you put like dog
boogers,
their eye boogers,
I've heard that
into your eyes,
that you get that sense.
No.
I've heard that too. Like the older folks, because my grandma used
that's
to
exactly
say that.
what you're gonna get.
That's what my grandma used to say. She used to say that if you put the dog boogers in your face, that you would be able to see what they're seeing. But they said that people would go crazy and think of that because it would be too much for us as humans to see.
That's crazy.
I would really like for somebody to try that. Not me, but anybody.
I don't want to see no damn ghost.
Let us know how that works for you. Let us know, but I'm not doing that because you might get pink eye. So,
girl,
I'm just saying. Dogs' eyes be running all the damn time because why y'all eyes so running all the time?
Because they're seeing all this crazy.
You got dry eyes.
Yeah, I definitely believe that pets can see different things that we. I definitely think they have a lot more intuition and sense than we do.
I think because they're so like, I don't know if that's innocence as
pure,
but I think that's probably why. Or them. I wouldn't want to see no ghost floating around and some weird shit or a demon or something.
Do they know? I wonder if they actually know that that's like a ghost.
I think so because half the time they be growling something. Yeah, they'll growl aggressive.
Or they'll howl like they be like, ooh.
Oh yeah, those are the worst ones. The howling.
Yeah. So maybe they probably do know the difference.
Yep.
Good grief.
Okay, so it's my turn.
Yeah, you might have to flip it the other way because for me it was too small to see it that way.
Let me see. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Like this.
Yeah, that was a lot better.
All right. So my story is called "The Ghost of Frederick Jordan." This real life ghost story concerns a man named Frederick Jordan who held one of the most lonely and desolate jobs in existence. Jordan was the lighthouse keeper for Penfield Reef Lighthouse off the coast of Fairfield, Connecticut.
Already started scary.
You said lighthouse. I knew it wasn't one of them.
Built in 1874, the lighthouse was primarily a way of warning ships of a treacherous hidden reef responsible for more than its fair share of harbor accidents. In 1916, Frederick Jordan was the head lighthouse keeper. Tragically, he drowned in a boating accident just before Christmas of that year, when he was caught in a gale while rowing home to see his family. Ever since then, lighting and equipment malfunctions in a lighthouse have been blamed on Jordan's spiritual presence. But even more chilling is that keepers of the Penfield Reef Lighthouse often find a lighthouse logbook open to the day Jordan died. Oh, hell no. And locals have recounted witnessing an unidentifiable figure appearing on the water to help stray boats find their way to safety near the reef. Well, that's nice of him. So, I mean, he's a good ghost. Yeah. That's crazy though. Look, that logbook gotta go.
Yeah, I mean, they said 1874 and they still have that logbook. Like, come on now.
Man,
we
should have
stuff. We got a new book by now.
Yeah.
we should have a digital log at this point. Like,
First of all, I feel like I saw a movie about a lighthouse or something before.
It's probably called The Lighthouse.
But it was scary now, but shit, it might have been scary. I don't
Do y'all watch scary movies?
I do, but she
Still.
doesn't.
Mm-mm.
She cannot. Like, she'll sleep with all the lights on for that day.
Yeah, I just can't watch them at night. Maybe it just depends, like on the time of day. Like, and I can't be going to sleep directly after because that shit gonna hunt my dreams. I can't have that. I've had some nightmares before.
No,
But I'll still watch a scary movie.
I like scary movies.
I remember Neville was like, I like scary movies. I said, how do you know you like scary movies? I was like, name a scary movie that you've seen. And she was like, I said, you seen Jeepers Creepers? I said, you seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Have you seen Saw? She's
Those
like,
are scary
she said,
movies.
what are those? I said, exactly. You've never seen a scary movie to know that you like them. That shit would have you hiding under your damn bed. Like, speaking of hiding under your bed, the movies that show like shit under your bed, I don't like that either. Because I'd be scared to put my feet down.
See, I like stuff like Rosemary's Baby, The Omen, like those classic. I love those, like the classic horror movies.
Somebody said Jeepers Creepers was funny. I'm like, how?
I thought it was a comedy at first.
Jeepers Creepers is scary, but
It could be eating people's
there's
skin.
scenes that could be like
comedy, yeah.
Like the one when he went into that lady's house, and I think somebody was running for shelter to her house, but he had already gotten to the lady's house and killed her. So Lord. He walked her to the front door, like holding her.
Funny.
She was scary.
Walked her to the front door for her face to be seen.
Wow.
And then it's crazy because when I was traveling with my grandma to where she's from for a funeral, it was called Boylet, Texas. And when we were traveling them damn roads, I swear I saw like the scenery where Jeepers Creepers had to be made. And I said, we are not stopping here.
Texas has those.
We will never go here at night. I'm not trying it at all. It was just really creepy vibes. I hate small towns.
I used to like scary movies back when I was younger. I used to see all the Saws. I used to like go to the movies and watch it. But then as I got older and started realizing that it's crazy people out here just like people in these movies.
Somebody else said that.
Oh, it got real for you.
I was like, I don't want to know about this.
Somebody else told me that was just like, some of these movies can actually be real life. So that's why they're scared to watch them. But I'm like, well, Jeepers Creepers is not real, But then they were like, well, say for instance, Saw can actually happen. So they can actually kidnap you and lock you in a room and have you
torture you
like that to get out. I never thought of it like
And
that.
then the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is based
Yep,
on a true
that
story.
was real.
All these hunting and like Hill House and stuff, those are based on real stories. So.
And like, what's that? Freddy Krueger.
Mhm.
That was,
Based.
yeah.
Right.
So Freddy Krueger was actually a pedophile.
Oh no.
And they burnt. So he was messing with little kids, and the parents of the kids burnt him alive.
Oh wow.
And then he came back to hunt kids in their dreams and stuff.
That.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't show no pedophile stuff in the movie.
They don't, but that's
not gonna sell. Yeah, that's not gonna sell.
Yeah.
That was the backstory on that.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
After that, I said, "No, I don't want to see this shit." Like,
Too.
there's real pedophiles out here.
You got Jason, so I'm thinking about Freddy versus Jason. You got Jason who could just dress up and put a mask on, and just walk around stabbing people all day.
So was Jason the one that used to watch people get freaky?
No,
it was
a sister.
He was a child. He was a child that.
Had, he had Down syndrome or something.
He was just psychologically a serial killer. Like he was
psychologically imbalanced.
Yes, he started killing, I think, at the age of 10, and that's when he killed his sister. He killed his stepdad. I just watched that movie the other day. Halloween.
Oh, I'm thinking about Michael Myers too. Michael Myers want the sister that shit.
That is Michael Myers. That's what I'm
saying. So Jason and Michael are the same. No, they're different. No, right?
Jason and Michael are two different ones.
Right.
So one has the mask.
No, they both have masks.
They both do, but Jason has the
leather.
Mask.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Michael Myers
has the leather.
Yeah, the one.
Yeah.
With the wig and
yeah.
Oh yeah, them was some scary ones for me too.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Especially Freddy, he always scared me. That shit
I was
really creepy.
Terrified of Freddy.
His skin, the nails. I think I said a dream about him one time.
Now he went in your dream.
He tried to get me.
So one quick question for all of us: do you think some people are more prone to see or sense ghosts than others? I do.
I think people on their deathbed might.
You think so? I think there's some people that just have more intuition to their sixth sense.
Maybe the psychics.
Well, yeah, the real ones, because I do believe there's some real psychics.
She said the real ones.
I feel like there's some real people out there that can actually see ghosts or talk to, the dead. But I feel like so many scams out here that like nobody believes the real ones anymore. So I believe some people are more prone. I've always, I remember when I used to pray, I used to always say, I never want to be the person that you choose to see the dead people. I specifically always asked, and my grandma always said that there's some people that can survive seeing that and some people that go crazy.
Yeah.
Like kill themselves.
So she said, yeah. So she would say, the people that see these ghosts and get to talk to the, paranormal, these are people that can actually live through doing that. Because she's like, not all of us are meant to see that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be meant for that.
No, I don't.
Imagine just sitting around at the table with people, the little lights and stuff. And
they had a movie. The Sixth Sense. That's what it was. Sixth Sense with the little boy.
When they start like doing the
when they be trying to get rid of the ghosts or call them or something that's doing. That shit is scary. The Conjuring is really one that creeps me out. I'm not even gonna lie.
It's based on a true story because the Warrens were real people and they were ghost connoisseurs. Yep.
Okay. Well, we can go ahead and
the stories.
Close.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for tuning into our podcast. We hope you liked and enjoyed our stories. So this is our Halloween episode. So happy Halloween. Again, if you enjoyed our content, please subscribe to our channel, like and comment. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we're on all streaming platforms. Also, if you have a topic that you would like for us to discuss, or if you'd like to be a guest on our podcast, shoot us a DM or send us an email. Again, thank you, and see you next week for your weekly scoop serving.
Bye. Happy Halloween.